way from Hotel Sky in Santon, and I am here with some amazing gentlemen who do some really interesting work. And Jared is the first one. We've got other two gents who are waiting, who will come on and chat to us. Jared MacKenzie joins us right here on Urban Edge on a Saturday afternoon. Mr. Jared, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well, and yourself?
I'm very good, very good.
Good to be here.
Yeah. I think I saw you last weekend at the restaurant at the top, and you were doing the emceeing.
No, that was the other lady over there.
Oh.
That was Holly Diamond.
Oh, okay.
The gentleman lady that's sitting over there.
All right, okay. Okay. We'll talk to him just in a short while.
I'm more of a backstage kind of person, and they're on live on stage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
well, the camera lights are right here, so we'll get them to shine. Jared, let's talk to you, the Urbanites, and tell them about Jared, who you are and where you're from, and what is it that you do?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a director, choreographer, producer. I do shows, cabaret shows. I was a professional dancer when I was younger, in my young days, in my youth.
Okay.
You know, now it's only a week later, so.
Okay.
So I direct and produce shows, cabaret shows, the old style cabaret.
Yeah.
Lots of feathers, glitz and glam shows. That's my love and that's my passion.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. Cabaret, what do you mean by that? What
Cabaret,
is it?
so it's like your extravaganza shows or your smaller shows, your live cabaret, normally with singers, dancers, drag artists, specialty acts.
Oh.
Live cabaret, yeah.
Lots of beautiful, colorful outfits.
Yes, I think cabaret is something that's kind of a lot of the youngsters don't know about because we don't offer it so much anymore. So I still like using the word cabaret because then we teach people as we go along. You know, cabaret has always been in Paris and France and all over the world. Cabaret has always been your smaller, intimate shows.
Oh.
Then you would normally have your singers, your dancers, your aerialists, your contortionists, magicians, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay, cool. And how long have you been doing it for?
I started dancing as soon as I left school. I went into the casino circuit and I danced professionally for a number of years. Won't give my age away. And then I opened my own production company.
Yeah.
Then I started doing shows for all different kinds of venues all over the country. And now we're here at Hotel Sky.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
The world of dance. I mean, I've seen how in the last couple of years it actually just boomed, especially on TikTok. Like a grandfather, a grandmother, everybody's dancing.
Yeah,
It's
become a sport.
Yeah,
it's actually become a sport, really. Yeah.
How does it make you feel? I mean, is it now acceptable for like? I mean, as we see it on social media, that people are dancing so much, and
makes me feel old because I look at the youngsters and I think, damn, I can't do that. No, but I mean, it's great. It's great to see that it's booming, that everyone's getting involved. Because in my day there was a stigma to like only certain people would dance, and that now it's like everyone's dancing because it's become a sport. People give all the energy to it, and it's becoming so competitive. And even in the professional field, you have to be able to dance, do gymnastics, sing. And it's just growing because there's so much talent and so much competition in it now. So, I don't know if I would have coped now.
You wouldn't be able to.
No.
It's too much work.
I don't think the bones will. The knees aren't going to allow it.
Yeah. You don't want to go down and then in case you just can't get up. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you now doing a lot of the shows here with Hotel Sky. How long has that partnership with you and them been taking place?
We've been with. I've worked with some of the people that are in Hotel Sky. I've worked at other play venues before, so I've known them for a long time. And then with Hotel Sky, we've been here for about a year or so. I would say about a year nearly, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when do your shows take place, and what goes into preparing for such shows?
Oh, a lot. How do you put it? I would say it's not a lot of work, but it's a lot of. You've first got to find out who your cast is going to be, who's going to be in the show. You've got to get a skeleton, and then you can build on your skeleton. Yeah. So basically, I never know where I am until I know that everyone said yes. And I've got an artist, and I've got a drag artist, I've got a singer, I've got a beautiful aerialist, I've got a boy dancer, I've got 3 girl dancers. And then I know, all right, we can put something together from there. Then it's easy from there. Yeah. You work with people with different personalities. You pick up from them. You pick up their vibe. I must say, the show that we're doing is very nice because it's not a hectic show because we all put our minds together to. Each one has their own talent, so it's nice. Everyone just comes together and forms the show, each using their own talents without anyone saying, "Well, you do this and you do that." So it's kind of nice and relaxed, and we create from there. So it's
cool.
A lot of fun.
Sounds good. So when's the show, and how can people come and watch it, see it?
They can get hold of Hotel Sky. We're opening. As far as I know, I think we're opening on the 11th of April. I could be wrong. I'm not too sure, but we're doing every Friday night. It's Friday nights in the Eclipse restaurant.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So people just phone Hotel Sky and they can do bookings through Hotel Sky.
Yeah.
And book for the evening and come and join us. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Lana showed me that actually at the Eclipse restaurant, people can actually fly there or like connect to some ropes and then swing.
Yeah, they've got winches in for aerialists. So we do have an aerialist in the show.
Oh.
So the show has got drag. We've got a drag who's going to be kind of the host. I don't want to tell you too much of the show because we don't want to give it away. Yeah. But they're going to be the storyteller, like kind of host. We have 4 dancers in the show. We have a singer, and we have an aerialist in the show that does. And the aerialist is obviously the person that's up in the air doing aerial acts.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. So because we've got other gentlemen here that we're going to invite, and thank you so much for chatting to us. And let's get them on. And thank you so much for chatting to me.
My pleasure.
All right.
That's cool. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. A big round of applause for you. All right. Thank you very much to Jared who spoke to us. And let's get one of the gents to come through and join us. This is The Edge with Uncle Zak. Let's do this. We are Urban Edge, and we're not just radio, we are now visual. And of course, just a little bit later on, you'll see our visuals on our social media platforms. And of course, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, we're going to be posting our discussions right here. I'm excited, man, being here at the Hotel Sky. And right now, I'm about to speak to Robin McBroom. He's the one that sweeps the floor.
With the talent.
With a lot of talent. Robin, welcome to Urban Edge.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a brand new partnership with Hotel Sky, a radio station, where you gents can now come and talk to us about...
Which we love.
Which you love.
Yes.
Of course. So let's quickly talk to you about who Robin is and where you're from and what is it that you do.
Yeah, so I've been a performer my whole life.
Okay.
So straight after school, I went into a technical college and am a trained singer, dancer and actor.
Wow.
And then very much like Jared, the guy that you interviewed before, I went into the cabaret circuit as well, and was a professional dancer for about 14 years.
Wow.
And then during that time, I started with makeup as well. So it was, everything sort of came together in one package, and that package ended up being drag.
Wow.
So I've been a drag artist for about 12, 13 years now. I worked with someone who you'll meet in just a second, Holly Diamond, and we have a fabulous partnership and a lot of fun. And yeah, that's it.
Wow. Okay. So what do you bring to the show?
Well, I'm lucky enough to be trained in many sort of disciplines. So I not only am able to sort of project a character, but I'm able to move fairly well. And yeah, it's bringing sort of the best of singing, dancing and acting in one package.
Yeah.
And then the makeup skill helps a lot because you have to create a character. So it's not only about how you act, it's about how you look as well.
Oh.
And then it's about getting to walk in heels. It's quite an accomplishment, drag. It takes a long time to do right.
Yeah.
So it's very exciting. It's a very exciting process to be in as well. I love my job. I really do. It's a lot of fun.
And how do people react? I mean,
favorably.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah. I think, with the advent of RuPaul and RuPaul's Drag Race, which has been so phenomenal, it's really brought drag into the forefront of entertainment and help people understand what goes into drag and what drag's about. Drag's joy.
Okay.
That's the whole point of drag. It's joy. And it's bringing joy to people for an hour so that they forget their troubles, get transported to a new world, possibly a world they've never experienced before. Because a lot of people have never seen a drag show live. And when they do come, I always make a point of asking, What, is it your first time and what did you think? And they absolutely love it.
Really?
Yeah, I think the perception of what it's going to be and what it actually is quite different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's exciting. So the show is coming up next, it's quite soon, next in April. And
Yes, yeah.
I'm sure you're looking forward to that as
Yes,
well.
it's called Exotica, and it's, without giving too much away, it's sort of like a journey and a really fun. It's a lot of people coming together with a lot of talents, very varied talents, and bringing it into a sort of tight story that's going to be very entertaining for anyone and everybody. I think there's going to be something for everybody in that show. There are beautiful girls, lovely looking boys. There is an aerial act, which Jared has already mentioned, and a small element of drag, which is the golden thread of the show, bringing everything together. And it's really going to be something for everyone.
Yeah, I look forward to that, and I can't wait to come and see it and
Thank you.
experience it.
Please do.
Yeah. Any word to anybody that wants to get into the entertainment world, and maybe somebody who's dying inside and they're not coming out to, perform and be a musician, be an actor, be a singer? What would you like to say to them?
Yeah, I think that to be a performer in sort of any realm, you've got to be a very special type of person. It's a very selfless job.
True.
You have to, first of all, you have to have your ego, which is going to help you to create your persona, but then you've got to leave your ego at the door, because if you don't leave your ego at the door, you can very easily get crushed by people's opinions of what you do.
Oh.
So, you've got to do it selflessly and really do it for the joy of it. So anybody who wants to be in entertainment, I say go for it. It's a beautiful job, but it's a lot of hard work and sometimes for very little recognition.
Yeah.
It's long hours, it's hard hours. When most people are relaxing, you're working.
Yeah.
So yes, go for it. I have no regrets about my career. I've had the best time. I really have.
And of course, putting on the makeup here, it's a lot of work, and it's just a couple of minutes. I mean, minutes, or is it an hour?
Yeah, it takes if you want to really relax and enjoy it, it's going to take you about an hour and a half to 2 hours to do your makeup.
Really?
Because you're cross-dressing, right?
Okay.
You're changing your face from male to female.
Yeah.
So it's not about putting lipstick on. It's about changing the architecture of the face through makeup. So that takes a while. Getting dressed takes a long time. So, you're looking at about a 2.5 hour getting ready period for an hour show. And then it comes off very quickly in 5 minutes afterwards. But it's a lot of prep, and I think people don't realize how much prep goes into a show like this.
Yeah. And then in between your set, you change the outfits, you change the hair as well?
Yeah. Everything gets changed from one number to the next. So, when people think you're backstage relaxing, you're not. You're actually working as hard as you are in the front of the house as you are back of house, because you're changing into your next persona or your character. You're changing the wig, changing the outfit. Luckily, we have people helping us change because we can't do zips from the back.
Yeah.
But it's a production. It's as choreographed backstage as it is front of house.
And then walking in heels and dancing in heels?
Very comfortable for me now.
Okay.
But yeah, it took a while to get used to. I mean, there are nights that it's incredibly painful. And I have such respect for women who do this on a daily.
Yeah.
But it can be very, very painful. But you get used to it like everything else.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's been awesome chatting
Thank
to
you so much.
I can't wait
Lovely
to see
to
you
be
guys
here.
perform. Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let me give you a big round of applause. Come
you.
on now. Oh, man, that was a wonderful discussion. And of course, there's one more gentleman who's going to join us shortly. Let's quickly take a break and welcome him to Urban Edge. And of course, this is The Edge with Uncle Zak. Let's do this. Oh my God, the discussion's just offline.
As we said, let's apologize right now.
Yeah.
For what comes out.
I love it. All right, right now I've got Neil Holland, who joins us right here on The Edge with Uncle Zak. And of course, welcome to the show, sir.
Wow, thank you for having me.
Oh, wow. Okay. Are you the one who was emceeing last weekend?
Correct, yeah. I was the little leprechaun that was running around sort of trying to educate. But let me tell you about last week. It was unbelievable to know that there's so much intelligence out there.
Really?
I really was shocked. I mean, which is, I really was, because a lot of the audience was young.
Yeah.
And you're throwing all these different questions of general knowledge, geography, history, and they got it.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa, I was really, really surprised. So there's a lot of clever people out there.
And you surprised by this?
I was. Because, when you look at somebody with brawn,
Yeah.
you don't realize that there's a brain. And now I saw the two worlds collide. So I saw brawn and brain, and it was great.
Oh, wow.
It was great. Yeah.
That's awesome. I enjoyed the show, and I must tell you, I brought my daughter. She was celebrating her birthday the
Okay,
next day. She
right.
was part of the people that you called up for their birthday.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah.
Was that your daughter?
Yeah, it was my daughter.
No.
And then you guys, you gave...
I can't believe that you're that age that you've got a daughter.
Yeah, no,
Hey?
I've got two
Sure.
grown daughters.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and let me tell you, you got her some shots, and that was wonderful. She was like, "Oh, Dad,
So
what
she
is
was
that
happy about
springbok?"
that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
she was like, "Dad, that was a nice springbok."
Oh, brilliant. I know. When I don't have to pay for it, I can give it out.
I saw you did that.
It's great. Yeah.
So tell us about yourself and how did you get into the industry?
Well, I think, set the record straight at the moment, I probably am the oldest working drag queen.
Really?
In South Africa.
No way.
I am.
Ha!
Yeah. And it's a wonderful, because between Robin, the one that you just interviewed, the two of us, we say our combined age is like 117.
What?
And it really is. So it's
How
been
old
great
are
because I've
you?
been doing it. I'm 65.
Really?
I am, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I am.
How do you
Well, I
age
will
so
be.
well?
Let me give myself a couple of months. It's only in July. But so we sort of take pride in that because that is something very special. I started out very young, and I've had the wonderful privilege, and I'm blessed to have continued and still going.
Yeah.
And I have no intentions of giving up.
Really?
Yeah.
At 65, you still
At
want to
65.
carry on?
I hope to drop dead on the stage.
No way.
In a pair of heels.
Ah.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
So please God, I've got many years ahead of me still, and it's something
Absolutely.
that I really love doing. So that's special.
And how do you, tips for us, the younger generation. How do you age well? How do you take care of yourself?
It's a mindset,
Really?
number one. Look, I think a lot of it's in your genes.
Okay.
Obviously, it's what you're born with. Then it's lifestyle.
Yeah.
But I think it's also a lot to do with your mental attitude. Your mental attitude. If you feel that you are still okay, yes, you might have the aches and the pains and things that go with aging.
Yeah.
But I think if that becomes sort of something that you can overcome and just put your mind into a positive state,
Yeah.
you can achieve anything. You can achieve anything.
Exercise goes with it as well?
Exercise is the shows.
Okay.
Because as Robin explained, there's so much going on behind.
Yeah.
More so than in the front, or probably 50-50.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of energy that gets used, a lot of physical, mental, but a lot of physical. So I think that also helps, is to keep yourself active and because an active body, an active mind, and a positive body and a positive mind. So I think the two work well together.
Okay, so who's your character?
I have got this alter ego persona as Holly Diamond. Holly I got from my surname, being Holland.
Yeah.
And the diamond was 100 years ago, there was a journalist called Barry Wronger. Who,
Oh, yes,
do you remember Barry
remember.
Wronger? Yeah, it
He
does
passed
go
away,
back a while. And he did a crit on us and me, and he called me Neil Diamond.
Really?
And when I saw that, I thought, well, I like the diamond. So I took the Holly and the diamond, and that's how she was born.
Okay.
So, but I started when I was about 16, 17.
With
So,
Holly Diamond?
With Holly, with doing drag.
Oh, really?
I started very young. So I would say Holly is younger than Neil.
Okay.
She is.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
So do you literally just go into character as soon as you get into Holly? Do you just flip? Neil
Yeah.
stays behind and then...
Well, we hope. Sometimes it bleeds into each other.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you forget who you are and where you are.
Okay.
But, most of the time, she does sort of come alive once the last bit of jewelry is on or whatever.
Yeah.
Then that's Holly. And she goes back into the suitcase again afterwards. So it's not like I don't carry it too much into my private life.
Okay.
There's a bit of stuff that does come through.
Yeah.
But generally, no, I like to separate the two. Like an actor.
Yeah.
The minute you're on stage, you become that character. The minute you're off, you don't. Because I know a lot of drag queens today like to continue their work life or their social life as what they are on stage.
Yeah.
And I still enjoy being a boy.
Yeah.
I still enjoy being a boy.
Wow.
But I love being a woman, so I've
Really?
got the best of both worlds.
Oh, that's incredible.
I'm lucky. I'm blessed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what could people, look forward to in seeing you?
Oh
in the
my
show?
God. Fun. Lots of comedy, lots of humor,
Yeah.
dark humor, sort of tongue-in-cheek stuff,
Yeah.
a little bit of risque on the side.
Yeah.
But it's just about a fantasy, to sit back for that hour or 2 hours and just get transported into a different world where a lot of people would like to be in, but can't for obvious reasons. So they just come and
What are those
have
reasons?
fun. Well, society, I suppose there's lots of reasons why a male the average male, straight male, gay male, can't do, because maybe they're a bit too shy or they can't. And the same with a woman. We often get that women say, "Oh, I wish I could do my makeup like you." I said, well, drag is amplified. We're a woman on steroids, a woman that's amplified because everything is bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and how do people receive it? I mean, I saw your show, and I mean, you straight talk. You just, Holly just says whatever she feels.
Yeah, it's one thing that I'm not very good at is being told what to do.
Really,
I'll get into a lot of trouble.
Get into trouble with the management.
I do. So you know what? You also read the room, and I think you go on your own mood and feelings, and a tequila or two doesn't. It helps. It helps. It sort of gives you a bit of a personality as you're going along. Yeah. But I like to I'm spontaneous. I like to just go with the flow.
Just your word of advice to anybody that wants to join in as well, who wants to participate in being an actor, a singer, and performer, a drag artist.
I think you've got to be serious. Yeah, I think you've got to be serious about if you want to do it. You've got to dedicate a lot. You've got to give up a lot. You've got to work a lot. I think it's a wonderful world to be in if you don't let it take over, if you don't become consumed or eaten up by it. It can be a wonderful distraction from reality. Yeah. I think it's, you don't have to be on happy pills, or you don't have to, I think if you do this. I remember Bette Midler turned around and said, like, everybody thought that she was on drugs at one stage because she's such a fire. Yeah. And she said, no, it's the audience that is the drug. Oh. And, the more that, she gets back from that. And I think that's so true. It's a fun profession. It's a fun side hustle for me.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. Yeah. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you.
Well, it's been great, and please God, let them all come. Yeah. Let them all come to the Hotel Sky and see us in the show. We're going to be running every Friday, and that's it.
Yeah, and of course,
hopefully for the next 25 years. We hope to beat Celine Dion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And of course, she's still going?
She is, and that'll be us.
Yeah.
We'll still be going into our 70s and 80s.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love it.
Right.
Thank you so much for joining us right here on Urban Edge. And of course, this is a little bit different in that we are now based here at Hotel Sky, and we look forward to covering a lot of your shows and just to let the audience know exactly what you guys are doing and all the events that are happening here.
It all helps. Bums on seats. That's
Absolutely.
What we want.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much for chatting to me.
So thank you very much.
It was amazing.
Okay.
All right, let me give you a round of applause as well. All right, man. Of course, that is the gents. And I want to take pictures with you guys. Don't leave just yet. And thank you so much for joining us right here on the Urban Edge. And of course, I look forward to all the shows that are taking place right here on Urban Edge. And of course, it was amazing to chat to these gentlemen. Oh my God, they just took me to another world. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened